Dalavina guia dolosana angito talita kini ana warong ng Bula FM e Golden Point Resort basendo nambando ana here binaka.
Bula binaka na dang kutevita utu ngoi nanti ando talita wale warong ng Bula FM nambando ana ser.
Na dang ko makilesi werkraki NSB ng Bula FM nambando ana ser.
Hello nga ratu kitchen ng Tabo ando talita na warong ng Bula FM nambando ana ser ngo lusu.
Bula FM nambando ana ser.
I'm Jackie Spade. This is FBC News Tonight. Family of Fiji 7 skipper talk about their son's achievement. Rape and sexual offences on the rise again. And Fijian Elections Office reveals eligibility clause. History will be created in Hong Kong Sevens from today as one of the greatest sons of Fiji rugby will become the first Fiji Sevens player ever to play the 50th tournament. The proud family of Ose Kolini-Sau are waiting for the moment as he takes on the field tonight. Vashnil Prasad spoke to Kolini-Sau's family today.
Kolini-Sau could be away for a mission on which whole of the country will be plugged on, and no one better than his own family wishing the great man all the very best on his 50th tournament.
On behalf of the family and on behalf of my parents, we have nothing more to say but just give glory and thanks to God because that's where we all started from, and he's taken Oscar to far more and exceedingly above the expectations that we had for him.
And this is for the best player.
As the time passes, the memories of the 30-year-old captain is still fresh in the minds of his family. While we watch the game and cheer on for our national team, one of his biggest supporters will be doing something different.
Do you watch his live games here?
No, I always pray. I always tell him, let God first in everything you do. And let the Lord.
No doubt Kolini-Sau's family is full of pride and encouragement. The achievement of this great man tells us a lot. Imagine what the feeling is here in Kolini-Sau's house when he takes on the field at the world stage.
The atmosphere was really crazy because the house was empty. My dad and my mom left for shopping, and I think there was just 5 of us in the living room cheering on. My elder sister, my auntie, and 2 other guys, 2 of my tavalis. And as soon as they won, I was actually in the bathroom having my shower because after halftime I felt down because they were losing, and then so I opted to go and have my shower just to cool off and then come back. When I came back, they were winning, and the way my auntie and my sister was cheering was so crazy that they actually, the way my sister was jumping, the bulb from our living room actually fell down because she was trying to hit the ceiling.
The family of 7 today reveal what the atmosphere is like at their place whenever Fiji wins.
After every time they win a tournament, we tend to turn off the TV after Oscar does an interview, and then we just pray as a family, giving thanks and glory back to God while he's on the other side of the country.
Tagged as the captain courageous, Oscar, as is known, has set example for the future generation of Fijian rugby. Vashnil Prasad, FBC News.
Rape cases still tops the list of sexual offences recorded and filed in the courts last month, and this is a concern to the Fiji Women's Crisis Centre. With the statistics provided by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, FWCC Coordinator Shamima Ali says this needs to be addressed at the earliest. Savaira Tambua has more.
Out of the 53 separate incidents last month, 35 were cases of rape, 2 of defilement, 2 cases of indecent assault, and 14 were sexual assault cases.
While we have the gender inequalities, about men's sense of entitlement, I believe that also things like the easy access to pornography that desensitizes young men and also women, it desensitizes them to all forms of activities around sex. So there is no affection, there is no love, and then sex is just sex.
18 victims were under the age of 18 years in separate incidents, and of the 18, 14 are victims of rape. Chief of Operations ACP Rusia Tetunravu says parents and guardians need to take more responsibility.
At this point in time, in the current developments that we have, at least parents have to be mindful, guardians, and we just have to watch over of our kids at this point in time, because there is a lot of developments that is currently undertaking in Fiji, and we cannot stop people. We can stop children who are open up to such environment. The only thing is that for us it's back to the basic, and that is the family.
Sexual offences also occurred in workplaces, and there are records of a police officer also involved. There were 5 cases last month that were withdrawn due to insufficient evidence. Sabira Tambua, FBC News.
Potential candidates that wish to stand in the 2018 general elections and currently live abroad need to be in Fiji from April 6th to the 13th of October of this year to be eligible. Fijian Elections Office Supervisor Mohammed Saneem says the constitution is clear that any candidate must reside in Fiji at least 18 months prior to an election. Maggie Boyle with the story.
Tick-tock. Just 2 years away from the next general elections, and the Fijian Elections Office is turning out awareness on candidate eligibility.
Potential candidates are able to take this into consideration and keep in mind that they have to be in the country for 18 months in the next 24 months. But this is on the premise that the first earliest date the writ can be issued is the 6th of April, and we also think the last date could be 18th of October. This does not confirm exact election dates, but these are the possible dates the writ can be issued, and for residency requirements the timeline runs backwards from that day.
Learning from past lessons, Saneem says last time around 12 potential candidates had to be dropped because the residential clause was not met.
The Elections Office applies the law as it is, and in that regard we will measure and calculate the number of days or months that is required by the law, and that's what we will apply.
He adds the FEO wants to be proactive and ensure as much election awareness is covered well before we return to the polls in 2 years' time. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
Employment Minister Semi Koroila-Esau is currently in New Zealand to get a better understanding of the recognised seasonal employers scheme. Koroila-Esau is meeting with his New Zealand counterparts, employers, senior government officials, Fijian workers and community involved in the scheme. This invitation was extended by New Zealand Foreign Affairs Minister Murray McCully during his visit to Fiji last month. This year, 83 workers from Fiji have left under the scheme. Workers from Fiji have been allowed in since 2014. Koroila-Esau is expected to return tomorrow. Coming up on FBC News, LTA talks about bad driver behaviour. A new child helpline launched. Stay with us.
Namaste, Golden Point Resort. Raki Raki Me. Mirchi FM is garam garam. Mirchi FM is hot.
I'm Sanjay Taguake. Mirchi FM is hot.
I'm Harshana. I love Mirchi FM. It's hot in Lautoka.
Hi, मैं अविनाशु. मैं लंबासा से बोल रहा हूँ. मैं हमेशा मिर्ची FM सुन रहा हूँ. मिर्ची FM is so hot.
मैं शालिनी देवी from Covert Avenue. जैसे आँख खुलती है वैसे मिर्ची FM मुझे मस्त कर देती है. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Welcome back. This is FBC News. The increasing incidence of child abuse and exploitation was evident as over 10,000 calls were received on the Child Helpline program for the past year. This was revealed by Minister of Women and Children Rosie Akbar while launching the 24-hour service of the Child Helpline. Ali Kimbia has more.
You are never alone if you are near a phone. The Child Helpline toll-free number will now be operational for 24 hours.
And with the 24-hour service now, more callers will be able to access the service at any time of the day or night. The Ministry will work with MSP to increase awareness programs in schools and communities to raise awareness on the helpline.
Akbar says it is vital for children to seek advice if they face any issues at home or in school.
Also advice to the children, please seek help when you need. Talk to your parents and teachers. There are a lot of platforms available to reach out for assistance. And now that you have the 24-hour child helpline, you can use it to seek advice and counseling.
Education Minister Mahendra Reddy says parents should understand that the helpline is there to protect the interest of their children.
Convincing the child that this number is about protecting them, about allowing them to grow in a way that we all want. And this number is about opening up new opportunities for the child to grow and develop to his or her full potential.
With an average of 736 calls per month and 24 calls per day, the Ministry of Women and Children is calling on parents to spend quality time with their children. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
More than 2,000 complaints have been received by the Land Transport Authority via its free texting code 582 for the first quarter of this year. Common complaints that are reported regularly to LTA includes the breach of Public Service Vehicle Code of Conduct when serving the public. Kelly Vadala has the details.
There are concerns about public service vehicle drivers not providing good customer service to members of the public.
The drivers, they know, okay, their behavior, their attitude, their customer service approach, okay, needs to be on top of the work all the time. The reports of drivers being rude, the reports of drivers, being blunt and arrogant to the public. Nobody invited them to become PSV drivers. You want to be a PSV driver, so be it, and behave like a person that wants to drive the public. Okay, you must know how to behave. You must know the approach to use to customers, and you must look after the customers well.
LTA hopes to see an improvement in the behavior of bad drivers now that they are aware the public is reporting road offences.
For people coming across these kind of bad taxi drivers, bad minibus drivers or bad bus drivers, okay, report that to the authority, because we're going to deal with these drivers. We're not taking this lightly anymore. Lots of complaint about the customer service at LTA. And one thing we've been telling these people, that they must remember as well, okay, that they are doing customer service on behalf of LTA to the members of the public.
Other complaints that cross the 100 mark and are deep concern to LTA include the use of mobile phones while driving, careless driving, dangerous driving and excess load. Kelly Vathala, FBC News.
Bank South Pacific will for the next 3 years provide $55,000 for the holding of the annual South Pacific Tourism Exchange. The two-day exchange is an event that brings together tourism wholesale buyers and agents from around the world to showcase their ideas and network. Ellen Stolz tells us more.
This sponsorship will ensure that the region's premium tourism exchange can cater for 160 tourism operators from 16 member states of the South Pacific Tourism Organization.
This is a new partnership for BSP, and we're very proud to support the South Pacific Tourism Organization and also their drive to improve tourism in the South Pacific region. Tourism is, as we all know, is a very significant contributor to all the economies of the South Pacific and has a great multiplier effect through those economies.
South Pacific Tourism Organization Chief Executive Officer Elisoni Vuinduketi says this is the third year of such an event taking place.
And we notice the continuous growth of this very important event. We notice that the wholesalers from the long-haul markets of UK, Europe, and also the Asian region, and in particular our major source market, Australia and New Zealand, are beginning to recognize and participate in this marketing event.
The exchange will be held in May in Australia. Ellen Stolz, FBC News.
A two-member conservation team from New Zealand's National Museum, Te Papa Tongarewa, is in the country to preserve one of Fiji's national icons, the double-hulled canoe Ratufinau Mara. Ratufinau was built in Fulanga in 1913 and is the only complete original example of a Pacific double-hulled sailing canoe from the colonial era. Conservator Nirmala Balram, who has worked at the Fiji Museum, says the Ndrua is not in a good condition.
So it needs conservation treatment before it can be moved, and we also want to, after doing all this work, we want to prevent reinfestation, and to prevent reinfestation we have to make sure the insects don't come back inside.
The New Zealand High Commission has funded the project. Sports now, we join Rohit with the latest.
Good evening in sports tonight.
and he thrashed in Champions League opener. And New Zealand Sevens relieve Hong Kong tournament moments. This and more coming up.
Yandra, I love listening to Gold FM at Golden Point Resort. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hola, my name is General from Recreative Village. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic.
I'm Moses from Value. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Marida Manako. I'm from Kandavu. I like listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Tilipa from Tavor Town. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the...
The New Zealand Sevens team is wary of the Vodafone Fiji side ahead of the Hong Kong tournament. Former All Black Sevens captain DJ Forbes has spoken highly of the defending champions. Still on Hong Kong Sevens, just like every year, a high for the tournament was at its peak in the country today. Pack leader based in Centrepoint Nasinu did not miss the chance to show their support to the Fiji team. Staff turned out in Fiji colours and decorated their office in blue and white.
I'm supporting Fiji because I live in Fiji and I love Fiji and I'm proud of my country, and my favorite player is Pierre Tuai.
Certainly Fiji will win. I have full confidence with the boys. We will certainly win this tournament as usual. Fiji always wins Hong Kong Sevens.
Well, my only message is to go Fiji, go, play hard and do us proud.
Fiji takes on Canada at 12:06 a.m. tomorrow, and remember you can watch the entire tournament live on FBC TV. The Nandi football side was thrashed 6-1 in the first match of the Oceania Football Confederation Champions League in New Zealand today. Elimota Machese was sent off in the second spell in a disappointing performance by the Jet Setters. Meanwhile, at 1 p.m. tomorrow, Suva plays Team Wellington, and you can watch that match live right here on FBC TV. That's it from sports. Enjoy your Hong Kong Sevens weekend.
Cloudy periods with occasional showers occurred over most places today over the group. All centres have cloudy conditions in temperatures, cloudy periods with some showers about the interior and southern parts of the larger islands. Elsewhere, fine apart from isolated afternoon or evening showers, isolated heavy falls are expected. That's for tomorrow. And the further outlook is for Sunday. It's for some showers about the interior and eastern parts of the larger islands, fine elsewhere. Recapping the main stories for tonight, family of Fiji Sevens skipper have spoken about their son's achievement. Rape and sexual offences on the rise again, and Fijian Elections Office reveals eligibility clause. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. On to the poll question for this week, and we are asking, can the Fiji Sevens team win the Hong Kong and Singapore titles? To answer, visit our FBC website. Send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. You've been watching FBC News, and we now go straight back to the Hong Kong Sevens. Enjoy, stay safe, good night.
एलिन लटका में मिर्ची एफएम को लॉक कर दिया जाए। मिर्ची एफएम इट्स हॉट।
हम नकाशी से सामान है, हम वेजिटेबल जैसे नंबर 1 है वैसे मिर्ची एफएम नंबर 1 है।
माय नेम इज दिनेश, हम नैंडी में काम करता है स्लीपिंग जायंट जिपलाइन में, और मिर्ची एफएम इज हॉट, आई लाइक इट।
मिर्ची एफएम इट्स हॉट।